When I was very little, movies were my only connection to the world, really. My mother worked, and when she'd come home, she'd take me to the picture shows. And then I would see the picture, naturally. And I was so enamored with the film that when I'd come home, I'd want to relive the film again, so I'd relive it. I would play all the roles that I saw, and it was a fun thing to do. I should start doing that again. I'm going to relive this interview when I go home. Attica! Attica! I had this ability to mimic. I would mimic the movies. I would mimic any of the current singers, whether it was Al Jolson or Sinatra or whoever it was. And I then learned how to mimic situations and people just for the fun of it.
Well, where am I gonna go? You hear me, Serpico? Stay away from me. Where am I gonna go?
A lot of us who are actors have that sort of performer in us.
She got a great ass, and you got your head all the way up it.
Robin Williams would be the example of someone who really lets you see it. You know, most of us have it, but we don't have his gifts to be able to express it. But the needs are there. If you're a shy person, sometimes you hide behind an image that you think somebody has of you.
Say hello to my little friend!
It's almost a pose that you can let your guard down or commit to anything. And it's a way you can get into the habit of doing that. I did for a while.
Is it true?
Don't ask me about my business.
No.
Because in a way, once you start getting parts, your learning process is going to get less and less anyway, because you're going to be given roles that you are so-called right for, quote unquote, which is typecasting, which is a lot of baloney. And you're going to get into that kind of thing, and you're not going to get a chance to grow and stretch yourself.
Oh, got me!
I used to use auditions as a way of practicing.
What are you going to do about it?
Usually they'd have a script they wanted me to read. I'd say, oh, I tell you, I prepared a little something, you know.
What are you going to do about it, asshole?
And it was an opportunity to do something that I had been working on, and you would work it out without ever thinking about getting the role.
I'm a journalist. Think. Use your head. How do I operate as a journalist? By screwing the people who could provide me with information before they provided me with it.
I would like to be someone who takes chances. I think part of the adventure of it is to go into something and not be afraid to screw up, because then you're reaching for something.
Come on!
Why are you doing this, Roy?
No, I mean it. Say it. Say, Roy Cohn, you are a homosexual. And I will proceed systematically to destroy your reputation and your practice and your career.
I think what happens is you learn to forgive yourself because you see in the scheme of things how it is, and you say, well, gee, you know, I tried. The worst thing, as they say, is not to go for it. But if you go for it and it goes, you know, it's out of your hands, and it's like that old saying, what anyone ever says about me is really none of my business. So, you know, you go and you hope for the best, and then you see that a lot of the times, you know, things happen and you have no control over it.
They don't see me coming. Give me what I got!
You have to answer for Santino, Colonel.
You want to learn the first rule you'd know if you ever spent a day in your life. You never open your mouth till you know what the shot is.
My instincts, I always felt, were better earlier in my life than they are now. It seems as though sometimes I'm a little bit blinded by the attention, so I don't make correct assessments. I'm a little bit influenced by the fact that I'm not on the outside looking in. Yeah, I was fortunate enough to have certain things happen in my life. I mean, it's luck. It's really luck. And persisting in a thing, you know. What is that? He who persists in his folly will one day be wise, you know. I haven't gotten wise yet, but I keep persisting.